go into too much detail on it, but I feel like what we're doing, and if you follow what we're doing, which most of you probably do, I feel like what we're doing is working out really well. Now, I want to address the elephant in the room. Last week, I gave away the free funnel that will allow you to sell your own 8-figure funnel book, and right as I did it, ClickFunnels went down. How many of you saw that happen? Just say yes. But not only did ClickFunnels go down like we usually shut them down, okay? It appears that they also scheduled some kind of maintenance downtime, which meant that it went down and then it went down again, and it stayed down, of course, until our links were expired. So with that said, obviously you guys did not all get enough time to be able to get the funnel. How many of you missed the free funnel last week? Type the number 2 in if you missed it, if you did not get the free funnel. So I see Joseph, Tina, Bruce, there's a ton of people in here that says, or that are saying they did not get it. So here's what I've done. Tonight, I'm reactivating that link for you, and it will be live for an hour when we get off of here tonight. So tonight, it will be reactivated, and you guys will get it. That way, for those of you, it's unfortunate that that happened last week. And so for those of you that missed it, you will be able to get it for free tonight. So let's take a quick look, okay, at last week's work, all right, and kind of what we went over last week. Just want to take a quick look here. We talked about, and so this is a quick recap before we go into a lot of stuff. We kind of talked about the profit pillars, okay? So we talked about the different ways that you could make money online, and we highlighted, okay, and we talked a lot about this one right here. We talked a lot about creating your own digital sales product, meaning you being able to sell your own product. And the reason that we said that that was so profitable, all right, the reason we said that that was so good is because, well, that allows you to create one of these sales funnels, okay, that allow you to make money, but also make money off of your email list. So you have multiple profit points whenever you are selling your own product, okay? So whenever you're selling your own product, you have multiple profit centers. So we talked about this 8-figure funnel formula book. So this was kind of the funnel that we set up. And we said, hey, what we'll do is we'll sell this book, and then we'll have an upsell that makes total sense, okay? And then we'll have our thank you page, and we're going to be able to deliver everything to everybody all at one time, all, of course, digitally and online. Now, some people said, oh my gosh, but Anthony, I don't know how to write a book. And so what I did was I wrote one for you. You're all going to get a copy of this book. Of course, you can use this book to learn and to educate yourself, but you can also resell this book. So this book will not have my name on it. It won't have our company information on it. It will literally be a book that you can now sell yourself so that you can start making more money. How many of you are good with that? Just say yes. All right, I see lots and lots of yeses. So let me pull up really quickly. Hold on one second. I will be pulling up the book because I did not pull that up before we got started. So let's just pull it up now. All right, so the book is pulling up here. Just takes it a second. Let's see, we'll go there, there, and there. All right, so this, everybody, is the 8-figure formula book. Now, the 8-figure funnel formula, and if you say that many times, it's probably going to twist up your tongue and you're going to be saying, what? Look, it is what it is. It was a good name, okay? So the 8-figure funnel formula, this is the book that we put together for you. Now, you'll notice that we put a lot of time into making sure that the book looked professional since you're going to be selling it. Not only did we make a nice book cover for it, but all of the pages, as you can see, are nicely laid out so that you've got a border around it and all that good stuff. In other words, we want it to look very professional. We want it to look expensive. We want it to look like it's worth the money that someone has spent on it, right? We also put in a nice quote, which I thought was really great. It says, our weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is to always try just one more time. And that was by Thomas Edison. How many of you understand that that's another way of saying never give up, right? So on the Success Connection, we always talk about never give up. And here it is. Thomas Edison actually said it in his own way. Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is to always try just one more time, meaning never give up. So I thought that was a nice little touch for the book itself. Now I can probably, if I zoom in on this, it's going to make it relatively hard for any of you to really see it, but let's see if, because the book will get so big. So we start off with talking about the 8-figure funnel blueprint. And what I do is, this is the type of setup that we put together that isn't written like the typical book. It doesn't have some table of contents. It doesn't have a foreword and all of that stuff. Remember, we're selling the book for like $7. You might sell it for $3. Some of you might give it away for free. I don't know. But the point is that having this book and creating this flow, what you're going to find is that throughout this book, what I do is I show people how to use, how to build funnels in ClickFunnels. I talk to them about why ClickFunnels is our choice of software that we use to build our funnels. And then I also tell them strategically in this book, I say, I'll be sending you an email that will allow you to create a free trial to ClickFunnels in about an hour, right? Here's why I did that. Because when you sell someone this book, your first thing you're going to do is show them an upsell that asks them if they'd like to join or check out ClickFunnels. But what we can do is we can trigger an email to go out 1 hour later that'll also tell them all about ClickFunnels. Does that make sense? Just say yes. All right, I see lots and lots of people. Very good, lots and lots of yeses. So this is a way to help you be able to make more sales. One thing that you've always got to keep in mind, I want you to write this down, is that when you're selling a product, okay, all right, some of you are saying the sound is down. I have no clue. Everybody can hear me. Can everybody hear me? Just say yes if you can hear me. Okay. So we may just be getting some kind of, there's a ton of people on here right now. So for those of you that can't hear me, you might try to log off and back on, but then again, you may not be able to get back on. So hold on. Let me type this in the chat box. Let's see. Many people are hearing sound just fine. If you are not, it might be your connection. All right, so just type in that for the people that can't hear. Hopefully it will come back for everybody. Okay, so the idea is, though, that anytime we have an upsell, we want our front-end product, which in this case is the book, we want that book to kind of promote and or to support that upsell. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, so we want the book to always be talking about that upsell offer, that OTO, right? That one-time only offer that we offer people. Because here's the thing, if the book is also helping to edify why someone would want to take it, you're going to have a lot more chance of somebody buying that upsell. And it actually makes sense in this particular case. So we've got the 8-figure funnel blueprint book. As you can see, we talk a little bit about some of the different things that will happen in this book. We break down the funnel basics. We talk about the types of funnels. Okay, we talk about the types of funnels. We talk about why an email list is important. We talk about funnel optimization tips, and then we talk about analyzing funnel stats, all inside of here, okay? So really, really cool. So by the way, James Warner, this is not a customer support webinar where we talk about, I want my money back. It's pretty clear about that. Depending on what course you have, you can click the button at the very top of it, big support button, and you can email support, and that will allow someone in support to help you with that particular problem. You are actually wasting a spot on here when we are full. So if you have no desire whatsoever to listen and learn, then I'd like to ask you to hop off so that someone else who can't get on can get on and actually learn and get this book for free and get started. So that would be great. So I picked your comment out, happened to stand out to me because it didn't really make any sense. Okay, so we've got, so now we have pretty much everybody understanding that the book sets up the upsell. And that's the way it should be in pretty much every case. Okay, so your front end offer supports your second offer, and then you always want to outline, like in this book, we outline what people are going to be getting. Okay, so what people, kind of what's happening inside of this book. We want to give them a preview. Does that make sense to everybody? Just say yes if you can hear me and if that makes sense to you. All right, I see lots and lots of yeses. Okay, very good. All right, so as we scroll down through the book, what you'll notice is I used a lot of screenshots from ClickFunnels. And the reason I use screenshots from ClickFunnels is because I'm trying to teach people how to build a funnel. I literally logged in and showed them our funnels, okay? So I said, here are the funnels we're using. Here are the different steps. Here are the different points that we make within this funnel. We also add these images because it's visual. Some people are very, very visual. They are not going to just go buy a program or even do what you teach them to do without being able to first see it. So we add these images in. We talk about the examples and things, and then we give them a 6-step formula to launching their first funnel. And really what we do is the 6 steps, we've talked about these on the Success Connection, okay? It's all about asking the right questions before you get started. And this is teaching you guys too. If you're new and you missed this last week, you should check it out. Check out the replay at morrisoneducation.com. You should have an account. But know your goal. What is the goal of your funnel, right? Is it building an email list, creating a sale? Is it putting someone on a webinar, or just creating some branding for yourself or for your business? We need to know what is the goal. And then you want to know, based on the goal, what do you need first? Do you want a sales page? Do you want an opt-in page? You know, what is it that you want first? Then you choose your funnel type, because the funnel type will have the different funnel steps in it, right? So at the end of the day, there will be different steps for different types of funnels based on your goal. Then we need to talk about what your elements are, how you actually go about making money, and then what your profit center is, right? Because, hey, after all, the profit centers are important. We all want to make sure that we know how to make a profit, and we want people that read our book to know that they need a profit center, right? And so I said answering these questions above are really, really important. Then we start talking about the different types of funnels. What we're doing here is appealing to everyone, okay? We're appealing to everyone. We want everyone to find something in this book of value, right? Because after all, they did purchase the book. So some people might only want a squeeze page. We start talking about squeeze page funnels. We outline the different steps in them. We give them an example of what one looks like. We talk about lead magnet funnels, right? And of course, we tell them what one looks like. We talk about what a lead magnet is. And then we tell them what types of lead magnets typically work. And then, of course, we even give people access to, or tell them where they could potentially find somebody, okay, that could do this for them, right? So in other words, people that could go in and do Upwork or Fiverr that could actually build this for them. I'd like to also point out Scott Turpin. Scott Turpin says this is a Ponzi scheme. Scott, I don't even know what to think. How do I see 2 people that are just absolutely ignorant in one day on this webinar? It's almost like tonight is just cursed from the get-go. I don't know what Ponzi scheme is when you rob from Peter to pay Paul. That's when I take your money so that I can give it to somebody else, and I keep taking somebody else's money so I can keep giving other people money, and there's never anything of value. This webinar is completely free. This is a valuable webinar. This book that I'm giving you tonight is completely free. There's value to that. And the other 150 plus trainings that I've done on Thursday nights, there's value to that, none of which costs any money, none of which am I taking any money from you to give to somebody else because I need to pay them back so that I can go get money from other people. So actually, it's not a Ponzi scheme. Maybe you need to Google and define what a Ponzi scheme is. But the best part about tonight is I have 0 patience for ignorance. So just get off the webinar. right? Real simple, leave. And contact somebody that cares about ignorance. It isn't me. You know, I did this webinar literally 3 days after my dad passed away. You're gonna call it a damn Ponzi scheme. What a fool. All right, so anyway, gosh, not really a good week for me to be dealing with ignorant people. All right, we talk about sales letter funnels. Okay, so we talk about sales letter funnels. We show what a sales letter funnel is. We teach them what a sales letter funnel can be. We go through here, we talk about the hooks, we talk about video sales letters, because look, everybody knows that video is used, right? So video is used quite frequently online. So people are gonna think, well, wait a minute, yeah, you taught me how to do the squeeze page funnel, but what about those people who have all those videos and all that stuff, you know? So at the end of the day, what you want is you want to have as much as you possibly can, because you have sold this. I guess my biggest point to make here is when you are selling a product to somebody, especially a book like this or training or anything like that, you want to make it all encompassing. You want to try to help every single person that gets it. You don't want to focus only on what you're interested in. Does that make sense to everybody? Just say yes? Okay. Very, very good. All right, so you've got images, videos, all these different types of things. That's why I put all of this in here. All right, and then as we go on through the book, there are other things. We start talking about email marketing, because at the end of the day, a funnel is great, but if you don't have an email, okay, if you don't have an email follow-up series, there's pretty much no way that your funnel is going to work. And that's what I told them in this book, is I said, look, most people will tell you just set up a funnel and get rich. That's not how it works. The funnel is a means to an email list, which is a whole back end that's going to make you money if you set it up correctly and do it right. You know, oh gosh, I'm screenshotting this. So Scott says, I need to investigate my targeted slam. He has more degrees than I could ever obtain, and he is insulted, and I am not very professional. Well, if you have a degree, my friend, then you should obviously know the definition of a Ponzi scheme. In fact, I would venture to say that many people that don't have a degree could define such a thing. So if you have all these degrees that you say you have, then you should not be insulted when I question your intelligence if you're not doing something that's intelligent. You see what I'm saying? In other words, degrees don't equal intelligence. Degrees don't make people money, right? We're here for internet marketing. We're not here for anything that has to do with your college degree. We don't charge you $450,000 to learn American history, right? In fact, you can sit here completely free and listen and learn. And that, my friend, is better than all the degrees that you have, in my opinion. Okay, so why email marketing is important. We teach people exactly what they need to do to be successful. All right. Now, you want to talk a little bit more about how they send their emails, right? That's another thing that's really, really important. You don't want to just say, build an email list, right? That's like telling somebody, go build a car. I mean, you got to remember, one thing that will cause you guys to have kind of problems whenever you are creating products, okay, is I have taught you so much on here, okay? And I don't know if you're on other people's webinars and things like that. I'm not really sure. But what I do know is that I have taught you so much on this webinar series that at the end of the day, you know, even if you're not making any money, let's say you haven't even started your own business, you know so much more than most people who are going to buy this book. So you can't just say, make sure to have a back end or send emails. You've got to tell people, where do they get, what does sending an email mean? Where do you get an email marketing provider? How do I write an email? In other words, you have to go down to the basics. You can't just assume that everybody knows what it is you're talking about, because most of them don't, right? So that makes total sense to me anyway, is go to the basics. And some people are going to read it and say, oh my God, that's so basic. Well, that's fine. That means we haven't missed anything. But there's always going to be those little golden nuggets in anything like this that are well worth the $7 that somebody pays for, right? So we talk about the steps to setting up your email marketing campaign. Choose your autoresponder. We talk about which one that they have. We talk about integrating that autoresponder into ClickFunnels, because again, we're teaching people how to set up and run their funnels through ClickFunnels. So we talk about, here's how to activate your and we're not making any money selling people this. We don't refer them to a specific one to get paid. In fact, we even tell them that you can use ClickFunnels autoresponder if you want to, and then you don't even have to buy a different one, right? But we want to teach everybody everything that we can, all right? So hold on one second. It's ClickFunnels and their new thing. All right, so once you've selected your autoresponder, you want to set up follow-up campaigns. So we start talking about how you want to set up all these follow-ups that go out, of course, to your list. So we talk a little bit about that. And then for those of you that are wondering how I do it, I actually went into our autoresponder and I outlined it for you. After somebody buys one of our products, here's the outline, okay, for what we have put together for our autoresponder. Day 0, day 1, day 3, day 5, I tell you what we're sending. All right, but look, I go all the way down to day 9 through 17, and then I even tell you what we do days 19 through 27. And then the idea here is to give everybody every single bit of information that they possibly could have or could need to have, okay? And it's all planned out and it's all laid out perfectly. In fact, a lot of you will probably want, I see a lot of you talking about you want this book yourself. Well, you're going to get it because you can sell it, so that'll be no problem. All right, plan your broadcast messages. So we talk about planning your broadcast messages, right? Telling them how often, when, what we typically put in them, that kind of stuff. I talk a little bit about the PS strategy, and then I give an example. Here is an example email that I just wrote, okay, out of the blue, that discussed and showed the PS strategy that we use, okay? And that is how you can send an email that is not a promotional email, okay, in nature, but that also does still do a promotion. So it's a very, very fine line with what you're actually doing. So I thought it was pretty cool. I put that in there and teach them a more advanced technique. But that's the thing, is if you only teach the basics, people end up not able to make money because the basics can only get you so far, right? And then you need some of that more advanced stuff. So at the end of the day, you've always got to blend, not getting too advanced, always giving enough of the basics, but then still giving enough of the advanced stuff that people actually can do something, right? And actually make money. So it's really important. So we went through that. Then as we get down here, we start talking about funnel optimization tips. Now, I've talked about this on the Success Connection before. Optimizing for traffic, okay, which is really, really important. Optimizing for traffic. So this is how to switch up and change up the way that your funnels look based on the traffic source that you're sending to them, okay? So again, super, super valuable, but this is not something that I would say every single person would probably know, right? Like this is pretty much a more advanced type of technology, or not a technology, a more advanced type of technique, which would be activating different types of funnels for different types of traffic. So I drew this out, okay? And then after drawing it out, I started breaking it down, and I gave them an example, like if we compared Google to this, and we start talking about Facebook and Google and those types of things. And then we talk about optimizing for mobile. So I showed them inside of ClickFunnels where they can actually see the mobile editor. So they can click on that and start editing the way that their funnel looks in a mobile device. And then I just kind of pulled this from one of our courses that says, you know, if you've got an opt-in page, you want to have a mobile version, and you want to have a version for all these different traffic sources, right? So again, so many different things going on, and that's where you can really start to make the most money possible, right? Is knowing when to go through some of these things. All right. Sorry, I know some of you are asking me why I keep putting my hand on my chest. I have had massive chest pains for the last 3 days. So we'll probably be getting a nice checkup in the morning because I can't breathe well. It's really bad, like right there. And when I swallow, it hurts and all kinds of stuff. So probably just stress. Hasn't been a very good few weeks. But having a hard time breathing, so bear with me as I try to read through all this. You can focus on optimizing other things. And I talk about the things that people might want to optimize, right? So that, you could easily look at this, all right, and see headline, hook, videos, button colors, all those different things, all right? Those are all things that a person might want to edit, change, and optimize in their page. And so I start talking about that. Then I talk about analyzing their stats. And I kind of show where you can find your stats in ClickFunnels. And I also talk about how you can take those, those stats and define what's winning, what's losing, and why one is winning and one is losing, right? So I thought that was really important. I don't think I'm having a heart attack. I know a lot of you are saying I'm having a heart attack. I don't think I am. I might be, but if I am, I'm going to do it while I'm on the Success Connection. So let's just hope it doesn't happen. All right, it's been hurting me for 3 days. And when I talk more and have to project more, it seems to hurt more. So it's a little more painful right now than it has been the last few hours or so. All right, so I go through one of our examples, show them how we went from a 12% to a 23% opt-in rate or conversion rate on one of our funnels. And so what I'm doing is I'm teaching people, okay? I'm teaching them that at the end of the day, you can never stop optimizing. Even if you are doing great, right? Even if you're doing great, you should always be trying to get more. You should always be trying to do more, right? So I thought that was really, really, really important. Okay. All right. Always be optimizing. And then we have the standard little disclaimers and things down there like that. So the book itself has a ton of value. Now, the idea with this book, obviously, okay, is we want to give people enough information to go and actually get things done, right? We want them to feel good about the $7. Now, I just randomly ran through that really quick. I didn't actually read every single thing, okay? That I had. So anyway, I didn't read everything. But how many of you feel like it would be worth $5 to $7 to buy that book? Okay, so I see lots and lots of people saying it'd be worth at least $5 to $7. Now, I'm not saying go sell this book for $20 or $30. I mean, it's only 30 pages or so. It's not, 50, 60, 250 pages, whatever. So inexpensive. The whole idea here is for you to get something that's going to convert at a really high rate, make you good money, okay, and still give people a very, very good, a very, very good result, right? They're going to feel good. And so, let's see, they're going to feel good. So that was what we were aiming for. We wanted to give people a very good book, keep it inexpensive, convert at a good price, and make everybody happy. Throughout the book, we talk about, and it might show up somewhere like right in here. Let's see. See, we talk about, it's important to note that we use ClickFunnels right here to build this. And then throughout this, I talk about how that we will send them an email about ClickFunnels. So kind of throughout here and in these areas here, we talk about how if you want to build one of these funnels, that's okay. We'll send you an email about this. So what I think what would be smart for you guys is something like this. Let me see if I can't pull back up this. Okay, so this is what I think would be a smart way for you guys to run this this particular funnel. I don't know what's, my pencil quit working. Please don't quit on me right now. It's very rude. Quit working. Okay, so we're going to draw this with my finger, so it may not look as pretty. All right, so what I think you should do is, this is the book. Okay, so this is like selling the book, right? Somebody buys. It's not as easy as it looks. Somebody buys, all right, and they're going to go to the ClickFunnels upsell page. Okay, so we've got that in session, right? Then they're going to go over here to our thank you page. All right, now what I think is smart is that when they buy, they also go down here to your autoresponder, okay? And then what you'll want to do is you'll want to do something that says 1 hour, okay? Wait 1 hour, and then do a ClickFunnels email, okay? So that is an email that basically goes out to these people and says, here's my affiliate link for ClickFunnels. You should sign up for a free trial. All right, I know that's not going to look that great. That's because it's going to the bottom of my finger instead of the point of this pencil, but it's not wanting to work, so who knows. But this is the way that I would suggest that you do this, because you want to push that ClickFunnels link back to people after they buy the book, because the book talks so much about it, right? The book talks so much about ClickFunnels, but the reason we do that is twofold. Number one, I told you that you will probably make more money off of this, all right, off of the upsell, than you ever will off of this, the initial product. That's the way most businesses operate. They make more money when they are having an upsell in their funnel than they ever will when they're not, okay? Or off the front end product. So upsells are key. Number two is that if you really want people to take action, if you want the people on your list to be quality subscribers, if you want the people on your list to do things that you are actually teaching them in the book, they're going to need ClickFunnels, or at least some way to build funnels, right? So why not use what is being taught inside of the course, right, or inside of the book? Now, some of you saw this funnel last week. Some of you did not. So let's pull the funnel up real quick. Hold on. We'll pull the funnel up. All right. So we have the 8-figure funnel formula right here. All right. And so this is the actual funnel. I'm going to get it a little larger for you. All right. So this is the actual funnel. All right. And you'll notice if we view this page, this is the sales page. I have this price set up at $7. You can set it up for whatever you want. I highly encourage you to watch last week's webinar. Last week's webinar, I walked through how to build these funnels, how to edit the stuff in this funnel, how to change everything. You can do that at morrisoneducation.com. You just go to our Success Connection. All of you should have that. You're all students of ours, so you should be able to go in and you should be able to look at all of the Success Connection training videos and things like that from last week, which will kind of give you the ability to sit down and in your own time go through it and find what you want to change. But you want to be able to change all these things. Down here is where it shows that they can actually make a purchase. Now, we talked about this last week. We'll just go in here and click edit real fast. We talked about how down here on this page right here, we can edit this, and you are able to go in here and change whether or not you have what they call a bump sale, okay? Currently, I have the bump sale off because I haven't created one yet. I told you guys that we were going to be creating a bump sale. Now, there is a difference in a bump sale and an upsell. Does everybody understand that? Just say yes if you do. All right. Very good. I see lots and lots of people. All right. Some people saying yes. Some people saying no. A bump sale is something that would happen right here on this page when they're placing their order. Meaning, right when you go to press the button to buy your very first thing, it offers you the ability to have a bump sale. In fact, I think I can turn that on down here somewhere. Let's see. There we go. Watch this. Show order bump. Does everybody see that right there? That's blinking. ClickFunnels does not want to let me, when I'm doing the editor, because I'm zoomed in, it doesn't really want to let me actually show it. Let me see if I can't maybe zoom out. You can see a little more. There we go. All right. That is what we call a bump sale. That is where you can actually click on something and buy it right now at the very point of sale. Meaning, right when you go to buy this book, you can tick that box and you can buy something else. Okay? An upsell is the second page in the funnel. So let me show you what an upsell looks like. An upsell is the second page in the funnel, meaning you've now made this purchase. Where do you go? Well, we've created this second page in the funnel for you, as you can see, the different steps. And the second page in the funnel is this little box or this little page right here where we talk about creating and setting up your own ClickFunnels account. And we give them a link, which will be your affiliate link that you can profit from. So this is an upsell. An upsell takes place after somebody has already made their purchase. A bump sale takes place while they're making their first purchase. Does everybody now understand the difference in a bump sale and an upsell? You all now know that when you when you see it on all these different websites. We don't do many of either. We have a couple of offers that have some upsells, but very few. Most of ours just are, you just buy the product, we don't have upsells. But if we're having to buy traffic, if we're having to pay for traffic, typically we have upsells. Because again, that's the only way that it actually works. It's the only way that it can be profitable is to have a little more for people to purchase than the initial offer, okay? So you get this page. When you get this funnel, and by the way, I'm giving you this funnel tonight that literally lets you sell this book, right, as your own. You'll have this particular funnel with this particular page, okay? And then you'll have the final page, which is just simply the thank you page, okay? And it just says thank you, and we've emailed you a link for immediate access to the 8-figure, it should say 8-figure funnel formula, but you can always edit that, right? So the 8-figure funnel formula book. So that's your entire formula, or your entire funnel all together, right? One thing that I learned from this today, and I did this for you, is this book, as you can imagine, having all these graphics and things, this is a very big file, okay? ClickFunnels will only allow you to hold a digital asset that is 3 megabytes or smaller. So what I did was I had my team compress the file for you. So when you get the file, it'll work like a charm. You don't have to worry like I did about an hour before I got on here saying, uh-oh, what do I do? So let's talk about real fast, real quickly, how we can get customers the book. First of all, you will get this funnel, okay? So you're going to get the funnel, all right? How do you then make sure that the customer gets the book after they make the purchase, all right? Real simple. The first thing you'll want to do, all right, is go up here to the top, like your settings over here in ClickFunnels, and you click right here where it says Digital Assets, all right? So there's a button here that says Digital Assets, and you click that button. You will then click on, all right, so I'm making sure everybody's sees it. Okay. Then you'll click on Add a New Asset, okay? At that point, you will upload the book that I'm giving you, okay? Does that make sense? All right, very good, very good, very good. All right, so you will upload the book that I give you. I'm going to give you the file for the book tonight. You download it. It'll be on your computer. All you got to do is go into ClickFunnels, go to Digital Assets, click on this New Asset button, and upload it. You'll see that I have it uploaded right here, and you'll see it says it's compressed. I have the file uploaded right here. Once you upload it, you click right here on this little link. It says copy asset path. So you just copy it. See how I click that? And it just says copy. All right. Once I've got it copied, it's very, very easy now to go over here to my funnels, to my 8-figure funnel formula. And then I click on this button right here that says products. And when you do that, it's very simple. You click on, you would add a new product, but I'm going to edit it. You can see all the settings that I made. And then right here it says fulfillment email, meaning this is the email that's going to go out to give people what they ordered. All you got to do is write in here, please download your 8-figure funnel formula book by using this link. And then you just paste it in there, right? So you would put this link inside of there. Now, when somebody gets this email, all they got to do is click and they can download the book that they just purchased. Does that make sense to everybody? All right. So ClickFunnels will hold all this for you. They'll send the email out. They'll hold the file. You don't have to go putting things in a million different places. Literally everything can be done all in one place at one time. Very, very, very simple. And then you just click update the product and it's done. So now everything is done. The link is right here, okay? And this is where the link will show up in the email for people. Now, if for any reason you can't remember how to do this, okay? You can't figure out how to do it. Here's my suggestion. I have 2 suggestions. Suggestion 1 is utilize the Success Connection Facebook group. Some of you are new, so I'll pull that up real fast. You might want to write this down, go to this URL. I don't know. I'm going to put it in the chat box. It's go.vsc.com/group. That's suggestion number 1, okay? Because what suggestion number 1 is going to do is allow you to connect with the other 1,000 people that are sitting here on this webinar, minus the couple that have been really rude tonight. And you'll be able to ask them all how they're doing, right? So they'll be able to tell you, hey, here's what you might be missing, here's what you might be missing out on, all that kind of stuff. Our customer support does not support the Success Connection. They have no clue what I'm doing on here tonight. They have no clue, okay? Frank Susko says he'll help. He's in the chat box, and he'll be on the Success Connection group, and he'll be able to help you as well. So there's lots and lots of help. Suggestion number 2 would be to make sure that you are looking at the trainings that we've provided for you inside of your Morrison Education account. I believe I can pull this up. Morrison Education, okay, has inside of your Morrison Education portal, all right, which, by the way, I think looks pretty dope now. It's brand new. You can now do your own notes. How many of you have taken notes on any of your courses? Yes? Anybody? Yeah, you've taken some notes? You can take notes. You can email your notes to yourself. You can print your notes. Also, something that's new to our Morrison Education platform. A lot of you probably have not noticed this, especially if it's one of the, a course you've already kind of been through. But like, we'll just take, for instance, our fan page domination course. Anytime you go through one of these courses, you'll now see a button that says marked completed. Does everybody see that? Marked completed. You can now mark each module completed, and it'll tell you right up here, if I can zoom in, what % you've completed. That way, you'll be able to kind of keep track when you log in, and you'll be able to say, oh, okay, gosh, yeah, I'm only 60% of the way through this. I might need to do something else. Now, do you think that those changes, which took us 3 weeks to add into this platform, do you think they in any way, shape, or form help us make money? To allow you to take notes and to let you chart what your progress is? No. But yet we still spent 3 weeks programming it in for you so that you will know where you stand, so that you can take notes. So this is all about helping you create a better learning experience, right? It's about motivating you and letting you see where you're not finished. What are the things you haven't completed inside of your courses? So at the end of the day, this was done to help you have more success, chart your success, and know where you're at, right? And that was the whole reason that that we built it. So anyway, my point was that if you are inside of here, the second option for you to get some help would be to go here to the Success Connection tab. Okay, you can see it kind of bounces around, and click on this, access it, and then inside of here, you'll be able to see the 2018 replays. Last week's replay will be added here tomorrow night because obviously this week is actually that. Maybe that is last week's. Maybe we've already got it added in there. It's already in there. So you can actually watch it now. I guess I didn't even know Nick had put it in there. Nick's always ahead of the game. So already in here, you can watch all of the training on setting up this funnel right here and take notes. And you can even get the notes, so the whiteboard notes from last week. And of course, you can do that for every single Success Connection that we've ever done. But more importantly, with this particular funnel, doing this particular thing, boom, it's right here inside of your Success Connection course, which is inside of Morrison Education. So I encourage you to log in and to use it. And then finally, if you're having trouble, you can always email ClickFunnels. I mean, ClickFunnels is here and they want to help students be successful, right? They want you to do well because here's the thing, if you're not doing well, you'll probably cancel ClickFunnels, which means they won't make any more money. So they probably want you to do well. And so kind of makes sense. So you've got 3 avenues to help you be more successful. You've got 3 avenues to help you get this done, right? Last week we talked about how to connect your Stripe account. We actually gave you some homework last week, and I'll pull that homework up. And we'll see how many of you, I'm going to ask you how many of you have completed this homework. I'm going to assume that some of you did. Let's see. But then again, I know that there are some people that did not get the funnel because ClickFunnels had some maintenance time. So how many of you finished step number 1, which was setting up your Stripe account and connecting it to ClickFunnels? Type number 1 in if you finished that, okay? I see tons of people finishing it. Awesome. This is awesome. Great. All right. Type the number 2 in if you tried, but you could not figure it out. Okay. For those of you typing the number 2 in, again, I encourage you to get inside of the Success Connection group because there are tons of people typing the number 1 in, which means they can help you, right? So there's tons and tons and tons of people that have the opportunity to help you. So setting up your Stripe account and connecting it to your ClickFunnels account. Then load up and review your funnel. Now, I did see that there were a lot of people, okay, a lot of people that were posting their own versions of this funnel. And I told you if we reached 100, that I would give you a whole second business completely free. I write a whole nother book, whole 9 yards. I know we did not reach 100, but I also know that there were a lot of people that didn't get the funnel last week because ClickFunnels did maintenance like 10 minutes after I finished the webinar. So I'm going to extend that opportunity this week. What that means is I'm going to give you the book in a minute. You can download it. For those of you that don't have the funnel, I'll give you the link to get the funnel. Then all I want you to do is do the same homework. Get your Stripe account connected. But we're going to add a little something to it. Of course, we're going to add it, and it's going to look bad because I might have to draw with my finger. But I want you to set up your Stripe account and connect it to ClickFunnels. You can watch last week's training. It'll show you exactly how to do it. I want you to load up your funnels, which if you got them last week, that's great. If you didn't, you'll be able to get them this week, and they'll be loaded up, ready to go. Then I want you to get your ClickFunnels affiliate link and put it on your upsell page. How many of you completed that last week? Type the number 3 in if you completed that last week. All right. I see lots and lots of people that said yes or typing 3. Type in the number 4 if you tried to do that, but you couldn't figure it out. All right. So a few people typing the number 4, not as many, but lots and lots of 3s. Okay. Here's what that tells me. That tells me I've got like 500 or 600 people in here that have done this successfully, all of which will be in our Success Connection group. If you're having trouble figuring that out, please go to the group, not just on Thursday nights. Go on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Saturday and Sunday and Friday and every other day, okay? Because lots and lots of people there that can help you. In addition to these particular things that are set up here, the new homework which will be number 4. And it's going to look kind of bad because I'm having to do it with my finger, okay, which is kind of not so cool, but whatever. All right. I want you to set up, that is really ugly, your book. So bad. All right. I want you to set up your book. What does that mean? That means get the book inside of ClickFunnels. Make sure that when somebody buys your book, they actually get the book delivered to them. Now, somebody asked me how to test this, okay? What I would do if I were testing it, sorry, ClickFunnels requires me to stay on the page, but you know me, bouncing around. Here's what I would do to test it. I would just simply set the price to like 1 penny, right? And I would buy the book from myself for a penny and make sure that I got the email with my download link and all that stuff. And then once I know it works, I would just put the price to $7. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay. So, and actually, there are test credit card numbers. So check this out. I forgot to tell you this. Let me find. You don't even have to do what I just told you to do. Forget. Por favor. All right, let's see. Let me see if I can find this really quick. It's in here somewhere. Okay. All you have to do is click this settings tab here. Okay, so you click the settings tab. When you click the settings tab, you can turn your Stripe account into test mode, and then you can use this test credit card information to actually test the purchase. Does everybody see that? Okay, so you click on, all you got to do, super simple, click on settings. So instead of steps and funnels and all that, you click on settings. You go down here, you turn on the test mode, okay? And then you just use this credit card number, and you can actually go through your own funnel, make a purchase, and see that it works. Does that make sense, everybody? So super simple, test mode. It'll go to your Stripe account. It'll make sure your Stripe account is connected and working good. And then instantly you should get your email. You should be able to download your book. And now all of a sudden you have created a funnel that actually sells a book. How many of you feel like that is pretty cool? My goal is that next week I want you to have funnels that are ready to go live. Now we're not going to go live with them because what's missing from our funnel if you set it up just like I've told you to set it up so far? That's right. 2 things. All right. Thing number 1, you are missing a bump sale. All right. So what we're going to do next week is we are going to review bump sales. All right. I'm going to show you the best ones, and then I told you I was going to make you one. All right. And then the second thing is you've got to have a follow-up series, follow-up emails. You've got to have follow-up emails. I'm writing this in the wrong place. Dang it. All right. Let's see. Follow-up emails. I'm just making sure I get to here. So we're going to talk about the follow-up emails. I'm going to try to get some of those done for you, okay? If it won't be next week, it'll be the week after. But I'm going to try to get you a series of follow-up emails that can go out that will help you to produce those sales. Mia says, can I use PayPal? And Stripe's not available for my country. You can use any of the payment processors that ClickFunnels integrates with. It doesn't matter to me. I just said Stripe because it's simple, but if it's not available in your country by chance, you can use any of the other payment processors. So very, very simple. So I want to know how many of you, first of all, are excited about tonight to get the book for free and to set up your funnel and have it ready to go. Just say yes. All right, I see lots and lots of yeses. Okay, very good. Very good. I like that. All right, let's see. All right, so we've got tons and tons of yeses. Now, how many of you are going to go to our Success Connection group and actually ask for help and give help and provide help so that we can get everybody their funnel rocking and rolling? Just say yes or no. I mean, you're not going to do it, don't lie. All right, I see lots and lots and lots of yeses. So tonight what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the funnel, okay? I'm going to give you the funnel again, and then I'm also going to give you the book. So you're about to get both links right now, and then next week, we will probably do the email follow-up series. So next week, what I'll probably do is give you the email follow-up series, and then we'll talk about what we're going to do for a bump set, okay? We'll all kind of figure out what we think might be the best, and then we'll provide you with the bump set. Meanwhile, all of you should be editing and tweaking these pages to look like what you want to look like. They don't have to be exactly how I did. You can change the colors, change the fonts, change the size, change the look, change the graphics, whatever you want. Remember, these are 100% yours. Now, I have only provided, right now, the PDF file for the book. However, next week, I will provide you with the document, like the docx file, meaning you'll be able to edit the book if you want to. Does that make sense, everybody? So next week, you will get the editable book. This week, you have the book as I've written it, but some of you in the chat have expressed that you would like to be able to edit it. So I am going to give you the document file for it as well, so that you can actually go in and edit the book, put your name in it, whatever you want to do, and rock and roll. Does that make sense, everybody? Just say yes, yes, yes. All right, so everybody is good with that. Very good. So everybody's excited. Awesome. Okay, well, then let's get to giving you the book. So basically what we have, and a lot of you probably, Chloe does not want anybody to get a free book tonight. Chloe. All right. This is our student resource page, okay? Now, we've got a password for this page I'll give you in a second. First thing I want you to do is write the website address down for it. All right, let's pull it up. This is the website address, so write it down. If you don't already have it, please write it down and save it. It's go.dsc.com/funnel. Now, if you go there now, it won't work. There's no I haven't given you the password. I'll give it to you in just a second. But once you get to this page, okay, once you get to this page, the first thing you'll notice is these Facebook alerts. I highly suggest that you subscribe to our Facebook alerts. The only thing that we send for the Facebook alerts is reminders that we're doing the webinar, which tend to get a lot of people. How many of you get our Facebook reminders for the webinar? Just say yes. All right. So tons and tons of people. We don't send anything else. I really have no desire to just spam Facebook. Plus, I'm always scared they're going to stop me from sending my messages, because we send so many, because there's so many of you, thankfully, that are on the Success Connection. So the first thing you should do is subscribe to that. The second thing is, you'll notice that right here you can get ClickFunnels. Now, upfront, honest, for those of you that are new, that is an affiliate link. If you click that, you'll get a free trial to ClickFunnels so that you can get started with this. But if you do it, I'll actually make an affiliate commission every month that you use ClickFunnels. If that bothers you, then just go to clickfunnels.com, sign up for ClickFunnels. You cannot use this funnel without ClickFunnels, right? And I saw that there were some people that were new, and every week we have some new people, so we have to go over the kind of the same stuff. It's so repetitive. But we have to be fair and transparent to everyone that's new, right? Because unlike what Scott said, this is not a Ponzi scheme. This is an extremely transparent opportunity for people to learn, and there's really not anything in it for me other than enjoying what I'm doing. And if you choose to buy ClickFunnels through my link, awesome. If you'd like to buy it through somebody else's link, I don't care. You're still going to get everything for free. So if you don't have ClickFunnels, irregardless of where you get it, you have to get it in order to be able to do this, okay? Hopefully that makes sense to everybody. You can get all of our other funnels that we have available for you. That's great. But down here at the bottom, you will see the 8-figure funnel formula, funnel and assets. What you will see is that there is a book sales funnel that is available right there where it says download now. okay, that is where you will get, if you click that link, all right, you will instantly get this whole funnel, okay, all of this will instantly be installed in your account, all right? So if you want this funnel right here and everything that comes with it, so all of these steps and all of this stuff with the split test and everything, all you've got to do is click that link right there. That is the one that last week a lot of people couldn't get to because ClickFunnels went down. So I'm going to leave that up for 1 hour. 1 hour after we close this webinar down. The second thing you'll want to do is download the book. The book download button is right there, okay? All you got to do is click that button and it will allow you to download the book. You may want to right-click it and save it in order to actually download it on your computer so it doesn't just open up. But either way, you can do it however you choose. Point is, you can download that book right there by clicking the download now button, and it is free, okay? So, free funnel, free book, homework to set it all up so we can start making money. How many of you understand that? Just say yes, okay? Very, very, very good, okay? Jim says, if we have the funnel, do we need to download it again? No, you don't have to download it again if you've already got it. If you've got it, you're good. I haven't made any changes to it this week. So everything is just as it is. All you'll want to do is download the book, okay? I'm pretty sure that almost everybody, okay, has ClickFunnels and has an understanding of this. But if you don't have ClickFunnels, I need to tell you right now very clearly, if you click this button right here to get these funnels and you do not already have ClickFunnels, it won't work. You actually have to get ClickFunnels, then you have to log into ClickFunnels. So be in your account and then go to this page and click that button, and in 2 seconds it will automatically put it into your account. Does that make sense to everybody? All right, very good. You do not have to have ClickFunnels to get the free book. You can just get the free book. So that'll be great. That'll be awesome for you to have the free book, but you won't necessarily be able to sell it because, well, you won't have ClickFunnels, and you won't be able to put this whole funnel together and actually sell it and make, you know, money from selling the book. So there's those two things. But I always take surveys. I should really launch a survey one day because I haven't. By the way, write the website address down. Some of you are asking for it. Here it is again. Write this down while I ask this question. So write that website address down. I'll give you the password in a minute. Can somebody type in the number 1 if you do not have ClickFunnels? Like you don't even have it. Most all of my students have it. That's why I'm asking, because sometimes, you know, there's a few people that are new. So we got Diane, David, let's see, Sue, Rick, Carol. So there's a few people, because there's always some new people, right? There's always some new people. Dawn, John, Brenda. Okay. Let's see, Vivian. Okay, very good. So lots of people have it. Some people don't. Okay. If you don't have it, grab it tonight, and you'll love it. I think most of you will probably enjoy it. How many of you are going to get it tonight? Type number 3 in if you're going to get ClickFunnels for the first time tonight. If you are, this is something I highly suggest to Gary and to Kathy and to John and to Sue and David and Rebecca and Brenda and Shauna and Galen and Garth and everybody else typing it, you know, in here. Go to our Success Connection group and just ask questions, because everybody at our in the Success Connection has ClickFunnels. Like most all of them have ClickFunnels, which means they have the opportunity to help you, okay? And it's inexpensive. You can get started completely free with ClickFunnels. You can get this funnel installed. Hell, you could launch your funnel and be selling the book in the next 2 weeks before you ever even pay for it. So that's the whole reason that we put these things together. That's the reason I give you guys so many free funnels, is because I think it makes total sense, okay? All right, so everybody is good with that. Everybody understands what the setup is and what's going on and where to get this, right? So I'm going to give you the password now, but first I'm going to save my changes, all right? If you have been to this page before, you will probably have to do a hard refresh on it in order for it to work, because obviously it is new, okay? I'm going to give you the password, and then I just want you guys to confirm for me that you're able to download the book. So if most of you could just go straight to the book and then try to download it and let me know, that would be great. Then you can also get your funnel. I will be back, of course, next week live on the Success Connection. How many of you are going to be joining me for introduction to our bump sells to show you how to increase your profits and make more money? For a follow-up series of emails for all of your buyers and non-buyers so that you can start driving the non-buyers back to the book to make them buy. And then, of course, the buyers back to ClickFunnels so that you can start to make more money. I see tons and tons and tons of people. And then I will also be releasing to you the editable book so you can make changes, put your name on it, make it look awesome, and make it all yours. That is all going to happen next week live on the Success Connection. It will only be happening live on the Success Connection. I am going to give you the password for this page now, and it will only be live for 1 hour. Very clear. So if you need to get this funnel, get it now. I'm cutting it off in an hour because last week I wasn't even supposed to reopen it. And you guys know, like I did the Funnel Hacks Bootcamp a couple of weeks ago, and I haven't reopened it. It's not free anymore. We're selling it. So every once in a while, I'll give something away for free that we turn around and sell. And this is just kind of one of those things. We're just one of those things. So, all right. So the password for this page is book. I figured that would be an appropriate password for this week. So the password for this page is book. You can go there now and let me know that you see it and that it works. If you can, just go there now. Of course, go.bsc.com/funnel and type in the password book, B-O-O-K, and it should let you right onto the page and let you download the book. I see tons of people saying they're downloading the book. John, Tom, Carno, Ron, Kathleen, Patricia, Bob, Hattie, Chris, everybody is saying they got the book. Very good. If you've got the book, congratulations. Get to work on your funnel. I'll have the notes and this page updated for you for the replay page first thing in the morning. Nick will be hard at work making it happen right now. In fact, I'll probably just go on and email the notes for this week right on over to Nick while we're live so that we can make sure we get you the notes, all of your homework. Let's see. So Nicholas should now have that. I just sent it to him. So your notes will be live. Your replay will be live. Everything will be live. Do me a favor. If you enjoyed tonight, please go to the Success Connection group and let everybody know. Let them know you got the free book tonight. Let them know that you got the free funnel tonight. Let them know that you absolutely love the Success Connection or that you hated the Success Connection. I mean, that's completely and totally 150% up to you. I believe there are probably a couple of people that will say that they hated it. But my dad always told me that you cannot make everyone happy. He typically said that when he was trying to pick a place to eat, and he had 3 kids, all of which like different things. And so he would always say, son, I can't make everyone happy. So I'm just going to have to make somebody happy. Because in life, we want to make at least one person happy, right? We want to try our best to make people happy, but we can't please everybody. And nobody's perfect. We can't be held to the most ridiculously high standards that I am held to by thousands of people here on the webinar. So I will do as much as I possibly can. For those of you that are in the States, have a happy, I guess it's Memorial Day. My clock is so off in terms of what day it is and what holiday it is right now with everything going on in my life that I didn't even really know that. But for those of you that are here, be safe and remember, obviously, to be safe for the holiday, but also to continue to work for the holiday. Because just because it's a holiday does not mean that we don't have to do a little bit of work or that we can't do a little bit of work. I will show you this. This is Nova. I want everybody to meet Nova. Nova is such a cute little baby. She had her baptism on Sunday, and I got to be there and hold her and take some photos with her. Her husband, Brian Johnson, one of my really good friends, and his wife, Christina. This is their little girl. She is awesome. I actually flew home last year from the beach just to hang out with her when she was born, and she is just the cutest. Look at this. Just the cutest little thing. This is why I don't have kids, because I have other people's kids. Check that out. OPK. For those of you that don't have children, it's OPK. My wife hates that. Other people's kids. As long as they keep having cute kids, there's no reason for me to have any. She's going to come break down the door. Anyway, have a great weekend. Have a safe weekend. Keep doing your work. Everybody say congratulations to Nova and the Success Connection group. If you get a chance, or on my Instagram, I'll show her parents. They'll trip out. They'll think it's really awesome that people all over the world are congratulating them on their daughter's baptism. And I will see you all next week right here, same place, same time on the Success Connection, Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So what do you need to do right now? Go to the link, go.bsc.com/funnel. Type in the password, BOOK, for those of you that are not able to see anything right now. Book, BOOK. Go in, get your ClickFunnels account if you don't have one. If you do have one, make sure you get the funnel, get the book, and get started. The first step to success is getting started, and like Thomas Edison said, the real key to success is never stop trying, right? That's my message for you guys for the weekend. I am now going to go check myself out and make sure that I am going to continue to live so that I can be here to provide this very valuable, I think anyway, training slash apparent Ponzi scheme to all of my students and all of my friends around the world. So I will promise you that I will take better care of myself so that I will be here for the long term so that I can help you guys. So with that said, help everybody in the group, get your funnels, and I'll see you all next week on the Success Connection. Take care, everybody.